Yeah, welcome back to today's broadcast. My people, there is a fire on the mountain. The north is on fire. Heavy blow and heavy attack is now happening in the mix of the Fulani and the Hausa people, which is in the north. Today is they have a very heavy conference that is going on in the north. Make sure you watch the video to the end so that for you to understand everything that is happening, where they are discussing about the restructuring of Nigeria and also the division of Nigeria. This is an open secret and open conference where they are debating, thinking of how they are going to coexist between one another, and also they are ready to align within themselves. In fact, it's a very heavy debate that is going on, because now they are now saying that they want every region to be on their own, to coexist on their own. And the Hausas is claiming that they are not the Fulani, and they are not the people that is terrorizing every place in the country, that their own region is different, and trying, they are even claiming that the issue of caliphate, they are going to abolish that idea of caliphate, and also the idea of Aramajiri. They are going to abolish it in the north. It did not go very well. It did not go well in some of the Fulani here. It did not go well at all. So they are into heavy attack. Just watch by yourself so that for you to understand what is really going on in Nigeria. And also the issue of Biafra. You know, all those things, it is a way in the idea of to tell you that Biafra is sure that Nigeria is about to divide. When something is happening like this, it is no more way of hiding it or telling you that look at where we are going. Everybody have now understand that this country called Nigeria is about to split, is about to divide, is about to end. No more again. A place where the Menko outside is coming out to tell you that they are not Fulani and they will never be Fulani. That Fulani should go their own. Then they want to be on their own as Hausas. And then they are now having a very serious issue because of it. The Fulanis, they are telling them that they must remain in the north. Just watch for you to understand things going on in Nigeria. It's about to watch, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things happening in the country.
That is why when we came in, I saw the proposal of Rima region, Dala region, while the Igala are claiming Igala region, the Yoruba are claiming Yoruba region, the Ijo are claiming Ijo region. Why don't we have Hausa region, the most populated tribe in Nigeria? It can never be possible. Dala region has now switched to Hausa region. There is nothing like Dala region. It's Hausa region, which comprise Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, and Kaduna State. That is all about.
While remaining one Nigerian federation, the Assembly proposed 80% of revenue generated within a region should remain there.
You can observe that while you as an ordinary man calling people pagan, Arna, for what purpose? Where did you get your own Islamic knowledge?
On disputed territories, the Assembly said unresolved boundary questions could ultimately be decided through referendums.
Religion is personal. Your ancestry is necessary. I'm a purely Hausa. There is no any way that I can digress and claim to be a Fulani man. I'm a purely Hausa by tribe, not Fulani. Hausa by tribe.
The regions will have substantial control over their internal affairs. You see the thing.
Hausa people, boys, need to be heard. Nigerians' attention has to turn and rescue the Hausa people. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Now, this is a communique, so I don't want to have any issues with that. So let me say it the way it is outlined. The Concerned Citizen Assembly on Restructuring of Nigeria has now concluded, and its outcome is significant. So finally, Nigeria is heading towards restructuring. What an irony. Well, it's better today is still early to swallow the humble pie and do the correct thing. These are something that that was proposed decades ago. But because there is foreign interference and people that felt that they have advantage over millions of Nigerians, that's why this thing was not done. So, but Takabubo, they are coming out today to say that, okay, let's see if we can restructure Nigeria. I've been saying this thing that finally that is how it's going to end. It is either at worst case scenario, restructuring, or separation. Separation, widely acceptable that it is the best, but just that some few people are still blocking it. And the international politics behind it, people have already known who and who is doing these things. But in this video, we are going to go deep into this discussion, especially the outcome of that conference for restructuring and the regionalization of Nigeria. So let's go into the outcome of that. Now, this is a communique, so I don't want to have any issues with that. So let me say it the way it is outlined. The Concerned Citizen Assembly on Restructuring of Nigeria has now concluded, and its outcome is significant. And its outcome is significant. That is, yeah, we put it there. It's strong, well. So make you follow me, listen to the outcome, how they want to do this country. So the Assembly's final communique called the Nigeria to be restructured into 17 autonomous federated regions. So they want Nigeria to go into 17 regions. Probably let's hear and find out the reason why it is like that. Maybe to solve one or two problems of ethnicity. But the major thing, we are coming to that. Let's listen. So 17 autonomous federated regions with substantial powers transferred from Abuja to the regions. So it's no longer making Abuja to be too attractive, like in US, which that they are practicing through federalism. The state has much power to do whatever they want, the laws and everything. It's like that in Nigeria, but the state there has more power and control. So the main outcome now is 17 autonomous regions were proposed, including Igbo, Yoruba, Ijaw, Rivers, Niger, Plateau, Hausa, Kanem, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Bendel, Lower Benue, Savannah, Gurara, and others. You hear? The regions will have substantial control over their internal affairs. You see the thing? They will have substantial control over their internal affairs. And I know, in fact, let's listen. Let me not run faster than my shadow. Let's follow it consequentially. Okay? So the regions would have substantial control over their internal affairs while remaining one Nigerian federation. The Assembly proposed 80% of revenue generated within a region should remain there. 80% of the revenue generated should remain there. Then with 20% going to the federal center. 20% going to the federal center. The Yaram. And it called for regional police, with the federal government retaining responsibility for national defense and external security. Then it proposed abolishing the concurrent legislative list. Concurrent legislative list. Abolishing it. That is leaving most powers outside the federal government, specifically enumerated responsibilities to the regions. Concurrent lists now, the law that, that you can make under federal can make it, state can also make it. So they are abolishing it out of the whole system. Then each region would have its own regional constitution. You have your own regional constitution operating within the Nigerian federal constitution. Why they are doing this thing, they need to tear down that federal constitution because that constitution has so many issues. People have been saying it. Then let's continue. It's quite interesting. So each region would have its own regional constitution operating within the Nigerian federal constitution. On disputed territories, the assembly said unresolved boundary questions could ultimately be decided through referendums. Unresolved boundaries can be ultimately decided through referendum. That's all this that we are Igbos in River State. We say we don't want that. We one day with our brothers. We are Okwani. We are Ekpa. We say no, we don't want day that side or make we day with our brothers. Everything will be resolved. You decide where you want to go, which people you want to belong. You see, the actual democracy is quite interesting. If not that the British people came and do this thing and, mumble everything together. Then let's continue. It specifically stressed that restructuring is not intended to break up Nigeria. But I know we could have get patient though, because that restructuring is not to break up Nigeria, but to create a more autonomous federation. These things are coming from News Agency of Nigeria. Then minority rights. Minority rights would have to be protected within the proposed regions. If minority decide to stay, anywhere they decide to stay, their rights must be protected. They should know how to rotate their power. That power rotation written. There should be written rotation of power system so that it will be touching everybody. If you like, we'll go there and mess up. Then one interesting development inside it is that there appears to have been a progression during the summit. Reports initially spoke of 15 proposed federating region. But the final communique increased the proposed to 17, following approval of the Upper Aba region and the splitting of Plateau, Gurara into Plateau and Gurara. So, you've heard it. Your contribution is vital in this discussion, and if you have not subscribed to Yanga Life channel, click on the subscription button, notification bell, like our videos, and don't forget to share them. Now we are going to go into some of the highlights of that discussion. Well, it's not a day discussion, but just some few highlights coming from that discussion, so that you feel like you are part of the discussion. So let's go.
The second person to speak from the region is Malam Abib Yusuf Sodangi. So please, make Make your speech.
Fellow Nigerians, distinguished delegate from all states across Nigeria, good afternoon. My own here is observation about what my presenter present to you now. Our region is facing challenges. The issue of insecurity, the issue of Almajiri School, which was failed to address by our leaders till today or till tomorrow. Why? Because most of the victims of Almajiri School are Hausa children. And actually the leaders who are representing the region are Fulani by origin. So it was not even clear or to notice what the Hausa people, what is their grievances, what is their pain regard to Almajiri system education, which was ingrained in our people's mind through brainwash. Because Almajiri School was the system that if you study here, it will benefit you in the hereafter. But Western education can only benefit you here. And maybe you are only to spend 100 years here on 8. So Almajiri system of learning is more important than Western education that was addressed by our people and embedded in their mind. How are we going to abolish this system? You went to Almajiri school. Nigeria is a secular state. You don't have the certificate. Who will employ you? Nobody. So actually, I'm speaking here mostly on behalf of the Hausa people, which have been marginalized long time before. We are not here seeking for division. We are here for justice. We are here for alliance. We are here for equity. We are here for how our people will be restructured first. Before even Nigeria was restructured, let's look at the Hausa region, which was well developed in terms of everything before even the caliphate. Hausa people was advanced long time before the caliphate. Talk less of the caliphate, which come just yesterday. The history of Hausa people, Hausa rulers, are more than 1,000 years. From Kano, from Gobir, from Zazzau, Jigawa, there are so many Hausa kings which was not longer be heard. Their history is almost being erased. We need support of Nigerians of that, because we are here for justice. Hausa people need the attention of all Nigerians, because I'm not even start to discuss about the insecurity that is ravaging the region, advancing to the southwest. Kwara State is affected. Oyo State recently, Ogomosho is affected. There are some students that has been kidnapped for almost 40 days. And most of the perpetrators of this evil are Fulanis. They are not foreigners. Nobody will tell us they are foreigners. No, they are Fulanis. We need to address this. The Hausa people are silent because many of them attended Almajiri school, which has been embedded in their mind, as I speak earlier before, that Almajiri education is what will support them in here and the hereafter. How can Almajiri system will support you in here and hereafter while you are begging on the street? How? Can somebody explain this thing to me? It was embedded in our people's mind through brainwash long time before. So we are here to cry on behalf of the entire Hausa people who have been marginalized for a long time. Their cry has not been heard because most of the leaders that are governing them are not Hausa by tribe. So we are calling for unity. We believe in unity. Hausa people can coexist with any tribe in Nigeria. So, but their voice is no longer being heard. We are shoe shiner. We are tea bendo. Any petty business our Hausa people are doing it. How are we going to actualize them? How are they going to be advanced? After you graduated from Almajiri school, you'll be seeing them climb a trailer to Lagos, looking for survival, because the condition of the North did not favor them. The Hausa person that is staying in Imo State is more peaceful than the Hausa man that is staying in Katsina now. And unfortunately, the hatred, the extremism has to be abolished, which lead to terrorism. Religious Islam recognize all religions. Islam call Christian as Ahlul Kitab, people of the book. So there is no compulsion in religion. The first place that the prophet companions migrated to is Abyssinia. They were welcome and accommodated in church when they was tormented in Mecca. If a prophet can observe that, why you as an ordinary man calling people pagan, arna, for what purpose? Where did you get your own Islamic knowledge? Nigeria is a secular nation which needs attention of every Nigerian, irrespective of religion. Religion is personal. Your ancestry is necessary. I'm a purely Hausa. There is no any way that I can digress and claim to be a Fulani man. I'm a purely Hausa by tribe, not Fulani, Hausa by tribe. So we must learn and how to coexist with each other, irrespective of religion. That is why when we came in, I saw the proposal of Rima region, Dala region, while the Igala are claiming Igala region, the Yoruba are claiming Yoruba region, the Ijo are claiming Ijo region. Why don't we have Hausa region, the most populated tribe in Nigeria? It can never be possible. The Dala region has now switched to Hausa region. There is nothing like Dala region, it's Hausa region, which comprise Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, and Kaduna State. That is all about. Hausa people voice need to be heard. Nigerians' attention has to turn and rescue the Hausa people. Thank you once again.
From Caliphate region. I am not here to attack or to back anybody, but I am here to suggest and ask. the gentleman that stand here condemning all the Fulani, and he is from Dala region, where the leaders of all the cities of Dala Fulani, or I say the most leaders are Fulani. I know in every religion, in every tribe, in every language, there are good people and the bad people. You are not supposed to condemn the tribe by the mistake of some of them. Not all the Fulani are bad. There are bad Fulani, but there are good Fulani. Even our former president Muhammadu Buhari is Fulani. Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, the emir of Kano, is Fulani. So why are you condemning Fulani? Say all the Fulani are bad. That is my suggestion. And my question here is that how can you say your region supposed to be Hausa? Why not Hausa Fulani? Because please.
Give me the mic. Hello, Nigerians. Please listen to me. Listen to me. Listen attentively. The Hausa people are awakening. Nobody can sit down and talk on Hausa people again. We must address the issue. It is our time. I'm here for Hausa Renaissance. The Hausa people are awakening. That Almajiri system of learning must be abolished. Nigerians should support that because it was depicted.
It's not supposed to.
Wait.
Give me. Hello? Chair, please sit. Hello? From what we heard, there was no condemnation of a race called Fulani. The presenter presented what their region wants. There is no cause for one to assume or stretch it to the point that he accused one region against another. Please. So I want you to take that note because we are observing. Thank you.
No, he said he cast aspersions on Fulani. Let me tell you, he said it, that they are all terrorists or something like that. And that's correct. That is definitely incorrect. Well, delegates, intellectuals are here. Good afternoon all. We're here for a very important conference to discuss, to dialogue and to see how to restructure Nigeria and move this great country forward in unity, mutual respect, and cooperation. But unfortunately, by some, narrations and discussions of our people here, this very important conference is being degenerated into ethnic jingoism. It's really, really unfortunate. Most importantly, that regions are even named after tribes, or after, ethnicity. Whether, it's the Yoruba region, the Ijo region, the Hausa region, and the rest. What is most important for us in the issue of restructuring this country is how we can move our people forward into development and prosperity. I came here to discuss the fact that restructuring is about producing more food for this country. Whether it's cocoa, whether it's cassava, whether it's rice, producing more cement for this country. Producing, steel, constant electricity, and all those resources that are required to transform the Almajiri system of education. That's what we're here for. So please, as far as the issue of insecurity is concerned, and I've spoken to by some gentlemen here, even the insecurity in the Northwest or in North Central is being conducted by a small group of Hausa Fulani criminals. It's only one tribe. If, for example, you want to point fingers to Fulanis, who are the informants? Who supplies the bullets? Where are the markets? Who are the main economy of the banditry system? It's the Hausas. So it's a joint thing of, of those who should be named as it is, a group of criminals involved in bringing insecurity in this country. And for the lady there, Mama, that have the effrontery to say that they should abolish the caliphate, please, we are not here for that kind of discussion. You have no right, and I repeat, you have no right for a region that have chosen a name for themselves, and you come here and tell them it should be abolished. Did we ask for abolishment of your origin? Please don't do that. We are here for discussions, we are here for dialogue, and then we move this forward to the next stage of either National Assembly, the executive, or whatever. Please, let's speak on unity, common purpose, and shared prosperity. Please, not ethnic jingoism. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh yes, this is very shocking. You all have heard everything, the way everything's happening, and the way everything went in the conference, where they are discussing about the abolishment of the caliphate and Aramajiri in the north, and also the issue concerning regionalism. Every zone needs to organize themselves, need to understand who they are. This idea of Hausa Fulani, they want to abolish it. According to them, they say they have woken up, that the Hausas have woken up. But it will be very difficult for them because a conquered territory is a conquered territory. The idea of abolishing the caliphate can never be abolished. Instead of it to cause another war to them, and that will lead to a lot of things. What is happening today, it is the issue, it is the idea of Cold War, the war that they did not end during the Usman Danfodio. That is what they are trying to end now, so that they will take more land to themselves. That is how it is. In fact, a lot is happening. A country start now debating about referendum. It is a shock. It's a shock to me, and to everyone who watches this video. Them debating issue of referendum, issue of true federalism, true federal system of government in Nigeria, which I know that it cannot be possible. The best method that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said that everybody have already proposed of is division. When there is a division of the country, every zone will be on its own. So whatever you think you want to be on your own, you make it, not joining people together in the name of you want unity, when you know that the unity can never work, and the unity is not working. For how many years, centuries, years we have stayed together, nothing is moving. So this issue of restructuring Nigeria, the idea is good, but it will not be the best solution to this problem. Let's think otherwise, and let's take different ways how to solve it. The motion they brought out about their idea of region and the idea of abolishment and the idea of Aramajiri, it is okay. Then the Hausa is now calling for the whole Nigerian to come for their aid, to come and help them, because they are now dying in numbers without looking back. Like once you come, they will tell you that the Muslim is also unalive. Yes, they are also unalive. It is the Hausas, people that is being unalive. We have shown you a lot of video about it, where they used to keep them in their IDP camp. All the people you used to see there is the Hausas, not the Fulanis. So this is known as a continuous war that is going on, and that keep on moving to date, which we know that nothing can stop it until we do the needful and we do the right thing. And everything is in the government hand, and the British that make this country to be together and to keep it as a time bomb for the world. And the world is looking until when it will explode, then they will start running out of scatter for solution. I'll let you all comment down below, like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see things happening in the country. So thank you for watching.